Hey, I know you don't know the difference between the videos, but I kind of feel them. I didn't do a screencast yesterday, and it felt like I didn't get to see you, even though I don't really get to see you. So I'm here today in Arizona. I got in last night, and today it's 5 o'clock your time, 3 o'clock my time. So if you email me really early, I'm adjusting to the time. And so we're super busy with my mom. She had three nurses here this morning, and I'm actually just getting started with my day. I did some emailing this morning, but so I'll work for a couple hours while she's napping and do a screencast. So this is my parents' house in Arizona. They're usually back in Minnesota by now, but my mom is just not great. So we're trying to get her able to walk again and happy to be here. So my sister's training me in. She's heading back tomorrow. So it'll be my dad and I for the next 10 days, and then we'll see what happens after that. So anyway, so I'm going to talk about SEO, and then I'm going to give you next week pretty much to work. I have a couple of things I need to go through with you, but for the most part, next week is going to be work time. So just know that I know this is a lot of content in 3 days. I totally get that. And you don't need to finish everything. Just keep working, make forward progress, spend time every day working on it to get your vision in line. So SEO is kind of hard to explain, but actually not. There's so many resources on it, so they'll do a better job explaining it than I do. But SEO stands for search engine optimization, and there's so many really amazing social media terminology um, resources as well that you can look at. I'm going to show you a couple of different things. So the basics of search engine optimization are really that you are just trying to get people when they search for something to land with your business at the top of the order in the organic search. So organic search just means like when people type in the word like shoes, you want your company to come out on top. So something that I do in class, this is actually normally what I would do with you. There's this website called Google Trends. If you've never played around with this, it's really, really fun. It actually doesn't give you a lot of data that you need for this project. It's just kind of fun to see. So what happens if you search for shoes? Google Trends shows you how many times people have searched over time for the word shoes, and you can change the time frame of it. So over the past 12 months, 4 hours, past day, and then you can look at all different categories. Play around with this a little bit. Then it shows you like who's searching the most. So this doesn't mean 100% of the people that are searching for shoes are from Mississippi. It just means like that's the highest number of people. So yeah, play around with it. It's super, super fun to see. And then here's some related things that people are searching for. Giannis and Kobe shoes, Hoka 1-1. I don't even know what that is. You guys do Crocs. Actually, after they donated all those shoes to healthcare workers. Cool. Yeah, healthcare shoes. That's awesome. So anyway, those are really, really fun. So play around with that in your free time. It's super fun. Okay, then this is an article on SEO. And again, what you're trying to do is optimize your space so that, or your website so that it ends up at the top. So how does this relate to your project? Before I go through that. So when you are coming up with your brand and your product description and your logo, all of those things that we've been talking about, you really want to optimize your customer search to land on your page. So the resources I have for you kind of talk about what kind of keywords you need to include in your description so that when people search that yours pops up for them and you can optimize the number of people that come through your website. So generating more traffic, the keyword obviously is relevance. So any words that you can include in your description that would add more relevance to your company are what you want to do. So it really is a really sophisticated algorithm that most of the videos on teaching SEO are over an hour long. I included some really short ones because we don't have time for all of that. But if you were opening up your own business, you would actually spend a lot of time on SEO right now. And it's been something like marketing analytics tools and terminology, digital marketing terminology changes a lot. SEO has been around really since the beginning. So something for you to look at. So this article, I can't see because I'm outside, it's 100 degrees, by the way. I wish that you had a little bit of this and I had a little bit of your coolness. Okay, how to do keyword research. So when you're the person who does a website for a company, and it might be you as the owner, or it might be you as a marketing person. This is like a beginning guide, like this air conditioner, on how to do keyword research. So take a look at this. This article isn't super long, but it's brand new on how to look at what your UI is, user intent, and then UE is user experience, what they're having when they go to your website. So this article is super helpful. There's a 6-minute video on SEO, and I actually really like that video better than me explaining it to you. And she has just a nice voice and calming. I think it's the one with the woman. This one talks about keyword search terms. Watch at least the first 7 minutes. After that, it becomes really specific and kind of targets other things. So if you could do that, that'd be great. There's a couple other resources. Oh, maybe they're redundant at the bottom. So search engine anatomy, that's kind of fun. Like what happens when people search, like what happens to the website, how do those websites pop up? So lots of really good tools for you. And then this is more links to give you more information. So when you're writing your description, you need to include keywords and key phrases that you're going to be using on social media, on your website, so that people can actually like find you. So if your shoes are black and shiny, in your description you're going to want to include the words black and shiny. So if people are Googling black shiny shoes, they fall on your website. That's kind of a simple way of looking at it. So you want to look at that as well. Oh goodness, I'm going to fix these slides before you actually get them tomorrow. Looks like there's some redundancy. And then this is just for your information. So those of you who are doing the terminology build today, I'm sorry, there's just so many terms, and I love this glossary. And actually, I look at a digital marketing glossary like every time I teach this because it changes, and there are just hundreds and hundreds of words that are specific to digital marketing. And take a peek at this, and some of them you might know as well. Conversion is a really big word. Cost per acquisition, like how much does it cost you to acquire a customer? Cost per click, so how much you have to pay as a company every time somebody clicks on your ad. Cost per milli is actually a newspaper advertising term that's been there forever. So there's just a ton of terminology resources for you to look at here. So I think that's super helpful. So take a peek at that. And then how Google search works. That's just kind of an FYI. I wouldn't spend too much time on that article. So actually, most everything is going to be on this first slide, and then this looks like there's some redundancy, so I'll fix that before you actually use these slides today, which is Friday for you. And then I will post what you need to know for next week on Tuesday. And it's an outline as well. These are some internet campaign resources for you to look at as well. And then we're going to talk about advertising design next week. So I'll go through a little bit of that just so you can start designing. But really, I want you to focus on your mission, your brand, the image that you have, and then how are you going to set up your description to maximize your SEO. So we'll come back to SEO when we talk about social media marketing. But for now, just keep that in the back of your mind so you can think about what's important to your customers. Okay, I will be in touch with you. I hope you have a great Friday. I miss you. And I'm sending some warm, hot air. You can hardly be out here. And you send a little bit of cool this way. Okay? Have a great weekend.